It's time for the Jesse T Show. We're rolling down the highway in Black Diamond, rolling down the highway tonight. Coming from Long Beach, where I got to hang out, the beautiful Pacific coastline. Yeah, we're rolling down the highway in the Black Diamond, rolling down the highway to the next thing I do. It's for you, me, Jesse T. The Brown Beauty is back on duty. It's the Jesse T Show, brought to you by Win Real Estate and Loan Firm at 1-800-684-8699. You're looking for a house next year? Hey, they got some great deals for you all over Southern California. Wherever you want to live, they got the product for you, and they can get you a loan for no money down. Yeah, and a very low down payment loan as well, for those of you who don't qualify for the no money down loan. Win. Real Estate and Loan Firm sponsoring the Jesse T Show at 1-800-684-8699. Well, it's good to have you along with me as we get closer and closer and closer to Christmas. Yes, President Trump has been impeached. So ridiculous. Nothing but lies. Now you can be impeached on hearsay evidence, secondary information, and you can be impeached when you've done absolutely nothing wrong. If the majority wants to impeach you. Exactly what our forefathers were afraid of. The Democrats have cut their throat. They don't realize it. And afterwards, partying at nightclubs and restaurants, celebrating impeachments. Unbelievable. Unbelievable people, these Democrats. Do they have no class? Is there no class? There's a striking difference between Democrats and any other political enterprise. And it's just a shame. Anyhow, so the president's been impeached. Well, next year, the House is going to be all Republican anyway. So you cut yourself across the neck and shot yourself in the foot. I'm an independent conservative, so I can go either way. Also next year, in 2020, we're going to have a new president. President Trump. Yeah. And I think we should impeach Pigalicious Pelosi. I think so. Did you hear her, man, in one of the speeches she gave right after the impeachment? I thought she was drunk. I swear to God. That woman can't speak for nothing. Anyhow, so it's going to go to the Senate, and there you go. It's done. It's over with. And the president will continue being the president. All for what? What have the Democrats done for you this year? What have they done for you in the last 3 years? Seriously. Think about that. What have they done for you? Nothing. Whereas President Trump and the Republicans have done, 300 or 400 great things that make this country great again because of the leadership of President Trump? It's not a fair gameplay, okay? Look at Andrew Johnson, the president after Lincoln was shot. He was impeached because he broke a rule, okay? Nixon was impeached after a 14-month investigation and discussion. 14 months. Clinton was impeached after years and years of investigation, and he lied and perjured himself. Nixon, of course, broke in to try to win his election. Also, we had another person who was impeached, Donald Trump. 12 weeks. No due process, not fair. 12 weeks. A rush to judgment. Totally partisan. Unbelievable, isn't it? Well, go ahead and party. Have a good time, because the president is still going to be president, and you guys are going to lose 30 seats in the House, and he's going to have both the Senate and the House. So what are you going to do now? Stupid, 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 silly thinking. Poor strategy and tactics. That simple. Talk about strategy and tactics. I'm driving down the 710 freeway right now, transitioning on the 10, and the traffic just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And now the city of Los Angeles is spending several $billions on the brand new rail system that's going to take you through the center part of the city and to LAX, eventually taking you to Hollywood. And it just dawns on me. We got rats running around Los Angeles. Metro Division is filled full of rats. We've got 50 blocks of homeless crazies. Yeah, crazies. People who don't want to get off the street. That poop and pee, fight, expose themselves, create filth, disgusting bacteria, virus, and fungus diseases. And they're nuts. They're transient, varmint vagrants. And we have them roaming the streets, asking you for money. If you want to find out the true homeless issue, go back a couple of shows this week. I did a whole show on it, on what homeless really is. And the people that are homeless blow your mind. So now we have this new rail system going in, which is never going to make any money, because did you know that the existing rail system, bus lines, and train never make any money for the MTA? They're always running in a deficit. Because nobody uses them. One, they're filthy. Graffiti, stink like poop. Two, they're dangerous. Three, they drop you off places that aren't even close to your work or your house. It's better to take an Uber or Lyft. Unbelievable stupidity. But we're dropping billions of dollars in the city of Los Angeles. Mayor Confetti Garcetti, smiley face, and the city communist council, right, of the city of Los Angeles. We're dropping billions of dollars into this rail system that is absolutely useless, but we got rats and disease and homeless encampments that start fires in the mountains, and the plethora of human trafficking that comes out of that, and drugs, alcoholism, and just crazies. You cannot fight a crazy person. He'll kick your car. What are you going to do to a crazy person? Beat him up? You don't care. He gets beat up every day. And then we have a human trafficking problem in Los Angeles. Oh, but we can spend a couple of $1 billion on a stupid rail system, right? Unbelievable planning by our existing Democrat-run city. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're a sanctuary city and a sanctuary county. Oh, yeah, we're now a refugee state. Thanks, Gruesome Newsom. and the lapdog kiss-ass assembly and Senate in the state of California? Unbelievable what they're driving this state to. And Los Angeles, I got to tell you, I'm 59 years old. I remember LA when I was 19. And I also remember LA when I was 9 in 1969. It's a different city. It is so filthy now. No respect, no honor, no morality, no ethic, no kindness, no courtesy, and no manners. Dangerous place. Dangerous place. But yet we can spend a couple of $1 billion on a rail system, right? Oh, isn't that great? We can spend a couple $1 billion on a rail system. But we can't clean out the poop and the pee, can we? And when you call city services, do they really come out? And when you call the LAPD, do they get there within minutes? And when they do show up, they can't do anything because the mayor, Confetti Garcetti, smiley face, and the city communist council members and the police no do nothing commissioner have tied all their hands. They can't do anything. But we can spend $2 billion on a rail system. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't it? Doesn't it just blow your mind? What happened to the billions and billions of dollars that we spent already on transportation and our streets and for our parks and for our education? Those entities never seem to get the money, but yet they keep raising your taxes. That's why 700,000 people left the state of California last year, and I think something in the area of about 20,000 businesses have left the state of California in the last several years. Nobody wants to be here in this high tax, take your money state, and now they're trying to take your guns from you? Unbelievable. But we can spend $2 billion on a rail system. Unbelievable. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. We teach such liberalness in this state to our children that they grow up to be liberal lunatics. Look, let me tell you, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a lesbian. I don't care if you're bisexual. I don't care if you're a guy that doesn't know what you are and you're binary, or a girl that doesn't know what they are, they're binary. I don't care if you're a guy and you want to get your wing wang cut off and become a girl, or you're a girl and you want to get your these things. Yeah, right, what are they called? Breasts cut off? I don't care about any of that. If that's what you want to do, dress up in a dress, guys, God bless you. Girls, if you want to dress up and look like a guy, right on. But you know what I do care about? I care about the minority imposing themselves on the majority. Just like Congress. The Democrats have taken 65 million people's votes away from them, threw them in the garbage disposal. The minority takes over the majority. Yeah, I don't care what you are, but I do care when you start shoving it down my throat. When you're a minority and you start shoving your minority ideology, you're a liberal lunatic lefty, down my throat. I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're Hindi. I don't care if you're Buddhist, Christian, Jewish, Catholic. I don't care if you pray to horny toads. But when you start shoving your minority down my majority and making me live in your world, and my world is wrong, who are you? Who do you think you are? That's where I have a problem, you see. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with the state of New York City. Or the state of New York and the city of New York. They allow Muslim patrols, look like they're driving in New York PD police cars, to patrol. Well, they came up against some Bloods the other day, and they basically, the Bloods in New York have just basically said, we're going to war. All right, Muslim fanatical nutheads, you're going to war. Hey, when your enemy is my enemy, and you're my enemy, but your enemy is my enemy, and we have a mutual enemy, then you, who are my enemy, are my friend. See, when the minority starts shoving their ideas down your throat, there's something wrong there. That bothers me. And that's what we get here in Southern California and Los Angeles City. We get the minority position getting shoved down our throats. Homeless people, arrest them. Hey, you got 24 hours to move off this corner. Arrest them. You defecate and pee in public, arrest it. You get a sex crime against you. I don't care. Too bad. I got no empathy or compassion for these people. They're all freaking crazy anyway, over 85% of them. And we figure out which ones are crazy and we put them in asylums and lock them up. That'll change everything pretty damn fast. You know, one time I was pumping gas at a gas station in East LA, and this guy comes running up to me asking me for some money. And I said, no, and stay away from me. You ain't getting no money from me. And he kept pushing. Crazy guy. Homeless. Stinky pee pants and poop pants on him. And he came closer to my car, the front of my car. I said, hey, pal, that was a nice word I just used. Get away from my car. Get away from me. And don't come around the corner here. So he whips out a machete. Yeah, a machete. Now, I didn't have a machete on me, and I didn't have my gun that day. I had a knife. I always carry my knife. So you know what I did? He came at me. I took my gas hose that I was putting in my tank, and I doused him in gasoline from head to toe. Hit his face and his whole body. And I said, dude, I reached into my pocket and I took my knife out and I covered it with a lighter. And I said, the next thing that's going to happen, buppity bop, is I'm going to light your ass on fire and drive away. You have a choice. Well, he stopped dead in his tracks because that crazy person understood I was freaking crazy. Let me tell you something. We need to get rid of these people. Oh, but we've got several $1 billion to pay for our new rail system. We got gang problems in this city. We got educational problems in this city. We have abuse in this city. We have human trafficking in this city. We have drugs. We have La M. We have the Mexican cartels. We got MS-13, 18th Street. We got terrorists. We got lawbreakers everywhere. Oh, but we can spend billions of dollars on a new rail system. You have to live in your house behind a locked gate. Crazy, isn't it? Isn't it just crazy? It's all twisted, man. It's all twisted. And in my opinion, it's gone past the point of no return. So what do? You protect yourself, number one. When I mean you protect yourself, you learn how to fight in a combat situation, how to protect yourself and weaponize yourself. Number two, you protect your family. And you teach them how to protect themselves. Number three, vote all the sons of a bitches out of office. Give them all term limits. There should be no city councilman that should be more than one term. One term! Not for 30 years on the city council. The mayor should have no more than 2 terms. And all the senators and Republicans, all the senators and assemblymen and the senators and the congressmen, both here in the state and in D.C., term limits. That would solve the problem. And number 4, move the hell out of this state, because it ain't going to get any better. Oh, but we got enough money to build billions of dollars in rail system, right? Have you ridden one of these subways lately? One of these rail systems? Haha. Good luck. They have to have LAPD patrol them and pay massive amounts of overtime so that people don't get accosted, raped, robbed, peed on, thrown up on. Really? The filth and trash all around this city, the garbage wars they're having right now, the graffiti, the stench. This was not the LA I grew up in, and I'm not that old. This was not the LA that I loved in my 20s. Even in the mid-'80s, it wasn't like it is now. We've gone past the point of no return. The only reason you could be in this state to make some money and get the hell out. Buy a piece of real estate, I'll sell you a beautiful house. I've been a broker 40 years. I'll get you a great loan. Go to my website, www.mrsoldjesset.com. Get some equity bump and get the hell out. Refugee state? Oh, that's great. Just bring them all over here. I think they should bring every refugee from the United States of America and every country and put them right here in California. That's what I think. And every illegal person, put them right here, all in California. Yep. Why not? Newsom Gruesome will give them free health care. Well, you got to work your ass off to pay for your health care under California Covered. You know what I pay for health care every month? I pay $600 a month. I also take care of my daughters. So I'm paying $1,000 a month. That's 12 G's a year in health care. And yet, this homeless person over here on the side of the freeway that lives in the encampment, they get free health care now. Across the border in Nevada and Arizona, they pay $2.25 a gallon. I pay, what, $3.50 a gallon? $3.75? What happened? What the hell happened? I'll tell you what happened. Sissies and wussies took over the state of California. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, we call them Democrapos. Democrapos. And I also call the Republicans Republicans. Because they're both at fault here. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, huh? You go by your schools lately, your public schools, they look like friggin' juvenile hall. They look like prisons. Unbelievable, huh? Makes no sense. And that's it, you see. That's it. See, that's the answer. See. I'm going to put you straight on the point now. Jesse T. The Jesse T Show. Can't help but being me, Jesse T. I'm going to put you straight on the point right now. It makes no sense. Because the people running this state have no sense. They have no logic. What they do have is dollar signs in their brain and in their pants. It's really that simple. And as long as the Democrapos have the state by a stranglehold, it will continue down this path. Downtown LA has been built up to the beautiful downtown LA it is today because of Mayor Reardon. Hey, he was a Republican, a conservative. It started under his tenure back in the 80s. They got no sense. And you think they're going to get sense? No, the only sense they got is a sense that come to them in their pockets. That's the only sense they got. The sense that come to them and feed their wallets. Nori Martinez, City Council member CD6. She's now the new president of the City Council. She makes $250,000 a year. That's a lot of sense. Assemblymen up in the state of California, any one of them, they make $175,000 a year. That's a lot of sense. The governor makes $300,000 a year. That's a lot of sense. LAPD Police Chief Mike Moore makes $400,000 a year, $300,000 to $400,000 a year. That's a lot of sense. Mayor Confetti Garcetti Smiley Pants makes $500,000 a year. That's a lot of sense. And all their network of people they get to know give them more sense. But you see, they don't have any sense. The only sense they have is how to get sense into their bank accounts. It's that simple, folks. They don't care about you. They don't care about your kids. Only when it comes to election time. They don't care about your family. They don't care about your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your significant other, your children, your niece, your cousin, your nephew. They don't care. They don't care about your neighborhood. They don't care about your street. They don't care about your schools. Only until they get reelected. That's all they care about. They could care less about you. Don't get lost and think they do. There's no statesmen here anymore. They're sold out to the corporatocracy, the global elitists that line their pocketbooks with lots of sense. But they ain't got no sense to do the right thing. They only got sense in their pocketbooks, in their 401ks, and their backdoor dealings. But yet they want to tell you what you can do in your life, how to run your business. You know, next year, any incorporated company in the state of California has to have a woman on their board of directors. One. I got no problem with that. But when you shove it down my throat and you make it a law, I got a problem. I wouldn't do it. Just because. Shut my company down. I'll move it to Texas. Drive me out. Because you ain't got no sense. Because you ain't making any sense from me. PG&E, Southern California Edison, burning our forests down, killing thousands of people. Oh, and what's going to happen to them? PG&E filed for bankruptcy. Nothing. Nothing's going to happen to them. They all pay money to these politicians. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I ran for City Council CD7. I got to see from the inside how disgusting and twisted and sick and how they really talk behind closed doors amongst each other. And I stopped my campaign. And the reason why, because I would have been the soldier with the shield and the sword calling them out on the city council. In other words, I would have been the most antagonist ever in the history of the city of Los Angeles. It wouldn't be fair to my constituents in the Northeast San Fernando Valley because I'd get nothing done. Because you have to have 2 + 1 to get something to the floor and have the city council vote on it. See, because I would have some sense. And the sense in my pocket wouldn't guard me, wouldn't control me, because I would have sense of right and wrong. The honorable, ethic, moral thing to do. See, that's the problem. It's all about sense. S-E-N, S-E, and C-E-N-T-S. That simple. And that proliferates, and you know what they say. Poop runs downhill, right? It proliferates down and down and down, and it gets into the regular grain of society. Because no one else here, out here, on the 5 freeway going past LA Zoo has any kind of sense. Just look at the way they drive. See, it's really all about the sense. Now you're straight on the point. The world according to Torero. That's me, Jesse T. Have a great time tonight. Do some Christmas shopping and spend some sense. But have some sense about what you buy your loved ones. The Jesse T Show, sponsored by Win Win Win. Real estate and loans at 1-800-684-8699. You want a great house for a great buy and hard negotiators? Hey, check them out. 1-800-684-8699. You want a great loan? You think you can't get a loan? Hey, let them have a shot. They've been doing it a long time. 1-800-684-8699. The Brown Beauty is off duty. It's the Jesse T Show, Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock. Merry, Merry Christmas. God bless America. God bless the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln, Donald Trump. God bless our military. God bless your family. God bless our children. And God bless, I hope you have some sense. See ya!